Hi everyone, I'm Charlene. I am the marketing executive and content creator for Lamazi Fabrics. I work remotely in Ireland and travel over 3 or 4 times a year to teach workshops over in the Lamazi studio in Horsham. So today I am going to be talking you through a new blog post which has just gone live over on the website. The Pantone Colour of the Year for 2025 has just been announced. And if you have been following us at Lamazi for a while, you will know that we are massive fans of colour and how colour makes you feel, how wearing different colours changes your mood, and we love putting together colour collections, colour bundles, all that sort of thing. So we're always really excited to see what Pantone predicts is going to be the biggest colour for the coming year. This year it is Mocha Mousse. So I will show you here. So this is it on the blog post. This way I'll pop a few images in. It is from the Pantone website. Underpinned by our desire for everyday pleasures, Mocha Mousse expresses a level of thoughtful indulgence, sophisticated and lush, yet at the same time an unpretentious classic. Mocha Mousse extends our perceptions of the browns from being humble and grounded to embrace aspirational and luxe. So I do think this is something I think I've mentioned here before. There has been a lot more brown coming through. I've noticed it on everywhere from the catwalk to the high street, and then to the fabrics that we're getting in as well. It seems to be, it's a different, it's a nice alternative to the blacks and greys and navies, those sort of core basic colours that kind of build a lot of people's wardrobes and make up a lot of the core pieces. Brown just seems to be coming through as a more sort of a richer colour, and I think it just adds a wee bit of a uniqueness to an outfit, and it does blend with a lot of other shades. As you'll see if you have a look through the blog post, you'll see here we have our tonal browns, and then we move on to a more cooler version. So you've got this bright cool red and the really pale blues. I think if anyone doesn't like those sort of more autumnal shades, which is what you generally do associate brown with, I think this sort of colour palette is perfect. It'll mix really well with like a red jacket or cardigan and pale blue jeans and a brown top. I think it would just be gorgeous. Then we have our more typical autumnal shades. So we've got the rusts and the darker browns and the dark greens. There's a wee bit of navy in there as well, which I think is lovely. And then our neutrals. So we do have a colour collection on the website, Beach Fossils, which is linked here. And it's these sort of blues and cool blues, greys, browns. And you can see how this all works really, really well together too. And then finally we have pinks. So pink and brown is really lovely together. And then there's also, you can see here from one of these fabrics, the teals and purples go really well with it too. So yeah, I think this one here is our Mocha Mousse, and you can see how these wee sort of colour swatches do all blend really, really well together. And I think it's the sort of shade that I'm not sure why a lot of people don't really wear brown. We already have a poll up on Instagram, and so far it's 50-50. 50% saying yes, I'll definitely be trying Mocha Mousse, I already wear it, and then 50% saying no, it's just not for me. So I think it's it's an interesting one to see maybe why people don't like it or why they don't wear it, or maybe when they see it combined with other fabrics they might change their mind, you never know. And you definitely don't have to go head to toe brown, and I'll show you 2 examples here of dresses that I've made. So fabrics I already have. This top one I shared last week. So this is the Cousette Moreen Plaid cotton fabric. It is a little bit damp here. It's just out of the wash. But this brown here in the background, they have it as Toffee. It is quite close to the Mocha Mousse shade. It's maybe a wee bit more towards the rust side, but I think it's a way to show you where you don't have to go full on brown. It's quite subtle here, mixed with the green. With this check, this is going to be a top for me now. I wasn't sure if it would be a shirt for me, a top for me or a shirt for my dad, but it's going to be mine. So yeah, it's absolutely stunning, so soft and silky. It's just the most beautiful, beautiful fabric. I'm really looking forward to working with this one. And then I'll set that there, remind me to hang it up. So then we have a few other fabrics here. 3 are still in stock, 1 isn't. So this one here, this top one, this I got during the summer, and this brown here is very, very close to the Mocha Mousse shade. This is a linen viscose, and it's called Shapes. Comes in 3 colours, but this shade, as I've said, I love the browns, and I think this was really nice for summer. I had cut out a Rosie shirt, a Bella Loves Patterns Rosie shirt, didn't get around to making it, but I think it's probably going to go on my New Year's sewing list. It's the sort of top I know will be perfect for sort of transitioning into spring, but I'll also be able to wear it layered up for the colder months as well. So yeah, I'm excited about this, and it's going to go with so much. Then we have, this is CH6 fabric from last winter, from their winter collection, Magnolia I think it was, and this brown here is very, very, very close to Mocha Mousse, if not Mocha Mousse, it's the exact shade. And I think this shows how it can mix really well as a sort of more subtle background colour. So I do think the teals and the pinks here really sort of stand out, and then you've got all the browns in the background. So it's not the sort of colour that has to be sort of front and centre. It is quite good at sort of complementing other shades. And yeah, I love this fabric so much. Doing this and looking for fabrics in my stash has reminded me of it. So I do think it's going to have to be made soon. I absolutely love it. I do have some samples to be making up soon of my pattern, so this could actually be a perfect fabric for it. Yeah, actually might be. That's what it could end up being. I think I got it originally thinking it would be a shirt dress, and then sort of changed my mind. The image that they had used, or the garment that they had made in this fabric, was a shirt dress with like a creamy colour, this colour polo neck top underneath, and it was lovely. But yeah, I actually think it's going to be a dress, a loose floaty dress. So yeah, it has reminded me of this, and I love these colours so much. I love these tones mixed with the browns. Then we have this is still in stock, this is our Deadstock Puppytooth check sooty, and we have, so I'm going to say the 2 browns in the background here are probably a wee bit darker and a wee bit lighter, but when they're combined together it gives that sort of a Mocha Mousse tone, sort of. But it is a really nice example of how the browns can be used as those sort of core basic pieces in your wardrobe. This is going to be a pair of trousers. I'm extremely excited about these trousers as well. There just is not enough hours in the day to get everything done. But again, I think now at the moment I'm focused on making, you know, maybe dresses for me and my family, me and my daughter to wear for Christmas, making Christmas presents, that sort of thing. I think come the new year I'm going to get stuck into some of these tailoring projects, hopefully, if all goes to plan. So yeah, this is going to be trousers. This one here, this is our Herringbone, Deadstock Herringbone soft wool coating, and this lighter brown in the background definitely is that Mocha Mousse shade mixed with, so the lighter brown's the Mocha Mousse, and then we've got this darker chocolatey brown. And this fabric is amazing. I shared both of these quite recently in our wool, sewing with wool blog and YouTube video. I'll pop a link for that down below, because now I think coming up to the new year is the time when people start to focus on maybe those like tailoring projects, maybe making coats and jackets and things, because it's nice to focus on something like that in the new year to keep you busy in the darker nights. So yeah, this is just amazing. It feels so nice, and there is a houndstooth version as well, so like this print but slightly bigger, and it's just gorgeous. It's really, really lovely. So soft. Oh, I forgot how soft this was. It's amazing. So yeah, again, I think for me, I always say I'm going to make a black coat or even a dark grey charcoal coat. I think it's one of those things, I definitely don't have one, and you kind of, it's a thing, something that you feel you need in your wardrobe maybe, but it's never going to happen because I'm always picking out, I'm always drawn to these richer browns, and I think this will pair with just as much in my wardrobe. I think when you go for black or navy, you're limited to wearing black or navy with them. Grey is different. You can pair grey with black or navy, but I think the same goes for brown. Brown will work with navies, it'll work with black, it'll work with greys. I think it's just quite a versatile colour. You can see here, so there's the sort of navy tones in this, and the brown, obviously this is a very autumnal colour palette here, but the navy does go very well with it, with the brown. So this, I think, is that sort of typical brown colour palette, and we do have that Mocha Mousse shade up here. This has unfortunately sold out, and we had something similar which has again sold out, but I thought I would share it just to show you those sort of typical autumnal brown shades that I have. But then there's also, which is sort of similar to this CU6, we have this Asters Mauve Viscose, which we still have. This one is actually, it's a rayon, but it's a heavier weight than quite a lot of rayon, so it's actually really lovely for winter. And this is a self-drafted dress, which you can learn how to make this bodice in our workshops coming up in April or May. But yeah, I love, so there is very subtle hints of mocha here in the background, but the pinks and the greens sort of take center stage. But I think it's nice how you can see those sort of hints of it blending in with the other shades. And it goes, you can see there, the browns just go so nice with it. I'll show you it here. So yeah, I think you can see how that mocha colour just blends so well with these mauvey, peachy, pinky sort of tones. And yeah, it's lovely. I think it mixes, there's actually, so we have a Pinterest mood board as well, and there was a few images with like a brighter orange and a brighter yellow mixed with the Mocha Mousse shade, that sort of mid brown, and they were really lovely together. So I think you can go sort of your typical autumnal shades with it, or you can go really, really bright, and it still works just as well as black or grey with those really bright, vibrant shades. I actually think the like lime greens have been very popular recently as well, and I think you can very easily pair it with even that really sort of bright in your face citrus shade. So yeah, it's a very versatile colour. Very excited to see, you will see more colours, more fabrics coming in with the browner shades in them now. And the same thing happened last year with the Peach Parfait, which was colour of the year. And one we weren't so sure about at the start, but we seen more and more of that shade coming in, just mixed in with other colours, and it was really lovely. So you're going to probably see a lot more browns coming in this year, and I think it does go with more colours than what you would initially think. It's not just an autumn shade, it can mix with any colour palette. So yeah, that's us. I will link the blog post below, I'll link the colour collection below, all the brown fabrics or Mocha Mousse fabrics, and I will link the Pinterest board as well if you want some more inspiration. We, as I said, I think, did I say, the new CU6 collection is coming out this week, the winter collection, and it does have some of this shade in it again, but mixed with a different colour palette. It's absolutely gorgeous, it's so lovely. They have lots of blues in it this time, which I think was something a lot of people had been asking for, so yeah, you're gonna love it. So sign up to our newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of our website, and yeah, you'll see when it comes out. It'll be Thursday evening, so keep an eye out for that. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, that's it from me. I'm going to link our new arrivals below as well. There's lots of cozy fabrics in. We have new sweater knit fabrics, we've new heavier French terry fabrics with a brush back, so really, really cozy, and some new bundles as well. So loads of exciting things over there. If brown's not for you, we have lots of other things as well, so don't worry. Some really nice bright shades in our sweater knits as well, which are going to be lovely for adding a wee bit of colour to your wardrobe for these darker days. And yeah, that's it from me. I will hopefully be doing some more sewing now tonight. I haven't got very far with my plans from last week, but tonight and tomorrow that's it. I'm going to be getting them done. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely weekend, and I will chat to you all soon. Bye.